Alright. Hello, my friends. Hello, hello. Let's see who's here. Is the mic okay, by the way? I'm not sure if the audio is all good. So if the audio seems a little off or anything, just let me know. One Drunk Man, hello. Nuka, hello. Pork, hello. ALS PDX, hello. Peaches, Odien. Killer AC, hello. Gam, Sora, Eric, tuning in at work. Oh, I see. Are you on your break right now? Thanks for tier 1 sub. Oh, Eric, 7 months. 2 more months on the baby. It's the time of the day where I think about what I want for dinner. Oh yeah, what are you getting for dinner? What options do you have for dinner? God, you're so handsome, Diego. Can't wait to take you to dinner. You gonna take me to dinner? You should visit the city. You should visit the city and take me to dinner. Clockbob, sticker month indeed! Exclamation sticker to claim your sticker. Clockbob, thank you so much for the 3 months. Happy Taco Day. It is Taco Tuesday. It's me, your #1 fan. Kinda sus. Kinda sus. Hola, ¿dónde está la biblioteca? La biblioteca está para allá. Just kidding. Anyway. Welcome everybody. Good to see you all. Mason. Look at Mason trying to impress here. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted, Mason. Appreciate it a lot. Mason balling. You'll have to prove yourself, I suppose. So about to have some tea. Oh, is this not focusing? Oh, I'm not sure if it shows up. I'm not sure if you guys have ever tried this. Walnuts, almonds, and Jobs or Job's Tears tea. It's called Yulmucha. It's a Korean kind of tea. This is really good. It's kind of powdery. I thought those were red beans? No. No, not red beans. Who made Job cry? I don't know. Humanity. Humanity made Job cry. I've tried that. They gave it on airline, I think, maybe Asiana. Oh, that seems possible. Powder tea? Yeah. So it's like ground, sort of. It's like ground, sort of like nuts and stuff. And there's like some other smaller, like other greens as well. But yeah, it's pretty good. I personally really like it. But yeah, it's just a preference thing, I suppose. Anyway, welcome everybody. I got a lot of stuff to unbox today, which is great. So let's get started with some unboxings before we start with the build. I have a lot of stuff to unbox today, as you can see. Hey Diego, are those CRP caps? It is indeed. Exclamation keyboard for details on the current keyboard on the desk. So we have a lot of stuff here today. Yeah. So shall we start with the smaller stuff? So let's start with this package. So this one I believe comes from Mr. Lowlife Creations. They're a small-time maker, artisan maker in the community. They're a good friend of mine in the community. They started making caps rather recently. Yeah, got some mail from them. Actually, I can just open this by hand. So this is some mail that's been accumulating. So I was out over the weekend. So this past weekend, I went to visit my family. I saw my older brothers for the first time in 2 years. So that was really nice. Got to see my parents for the second time in the past 6 months, which is great because I also hadn't seen them for like 2 years before that. Especially they had gotten sick at one point, and so yeah, we were always worried that we wouldn't be able to visit them anytime soon, but have been able to visit them a couple times the past 6 months. So yeah, flew down south to visit my family. and my brothers and my in-laws gathered. So yeah, we just hung out just for the weekend though. So it was a pretty short weekend trip. Do you drink bean water? I'm not sure if that's supposed to be like a... I don't know what kind of question that is, but I suppose there is like tea and other kinds of drinks that are based on beans or something like that. Yesterday the power went out for like 20 seconds and my router died. Oh, I'm living off of 4G. Wait, your power went out and your router just completely died? That's kind of strange. And Peacha says, do you know how I set up my spreadsheets last night? I keep finding keywords I didn't add to my spreadsheet. Oh goodness. Did they ask if you have a girlfriend? Yes, they did. Of course they did. And then, of course, casually, they also called like my grandma in Korea and like my uncle in Korea, and they of course were like, oh, you know, when are you gonna get married? I'm like, yo, I'm not even like, it's like, come on. It's like, no, not anytime soon. It's like not in the place, you know? All right, let's see. But anyway, from Low Life Creations, we have two little containers here. Is your familia in Mexico? They're not. They're in the south, near the Atlanta area. Ooh, okay. The first one is, ooh, fun. First one is, so they're known for making these middle finger glove caps. Pretty cool. Basically translucent for the rest of the cap, and then basically like it's kind of pinkish glove with blue little accents. Pretty nice. Looks just about right. All right, so that's one. Peepo finger. Bean water equal coffee. Oh, true. Coffee is bean water. Yeah. I keep not thinking about it that way because after you grind it, it's like not beans anymore, I guess. And then we have a second one here. This one's, oh, wait a second, that's kind of cool. This one has a painted nail. It's like got some manicure essentially, or maybe they hurt their finger, but the nail is this one. The nail is actually visible, which is kind of neat. But yeah, pretty nice. Pretty cool. Looks like I just tuned in time to get flipped off. Actually, I'm just gonna take it out and put it next to me. Open knife next to mouse. Be careful. Oh, I'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah. All right, next box. Let's undo this one. This one comes from, I think it should be Level Caps. I won a raffle recently, so this one should be that. So this one should be another Artisan. Oh, okay. I didn't expect two keycaps. Wait, what is this? Huh. Interesting. Wait a second. Huh? From Ratchet Caps? Wait, Ratchet Caps? I thought Ratchet Caps has not been making keycaps for a while. So Ratchet Caps is another maker that I've collected stuff from, but this is my win from Level Caps, not Ratchet Caps. So I got a Ratchet Caps keycap with my Level Caps win, which is pretty cool. So maybe they're doing a collab. Oh, it's blue too. It's like the kind of tone of blue I like. So I really dig this. I believe this is called Gerblin. Basically, it's like Goblin. But pretty nice. Thank you, Ratchet Caps, for sending this with the Level Caps win. And then here we should have our actual Level Caps win. Here it is. So here is our Joyzabel from Level Caps. Pretty cool. Look at that's the Level Caps. Actually, I guess it's upside down technically, but that's the Level Caps maker mark. Little umbrella. But yeah, Pretty cool, black and white sort of, and very humanoid, realistic sort of face. I dig it a lot. Ooh, awesome. A rare raffle win, indeed. Indeed. Can you guys what this box might be? Huh. D-brand skin? No. Something related to keyboards, probably. Otherwise, why would I unbox it now? Alright, I think I know what this is. Shajan. If you guys haven't heard of Nerd Nests, they're from Nerd Designs, NRD Designs. They should have a website now, but Mr. Lolstacks and I believe Nick K3Z run this gig. They also have a keyboard design called the Kaze. Yeah, so they've also been making some artisan cases called the Nest. And so I finally got one. Actually, this is a treat from Mr. Ryan Lolstacks himself. So here we have our Nerd Nest, November 2021, aluminum blue Cerakote. So it's a Robin's Blue Egg Cerakote. Here's the logo. Do you see the Kaze page on Makibo? Oh no, I did not. So I guess Makibo's gonna run it. That's pretty cool. Ooh, look at this color. Look at this. Oh, so nice. Bump-on's already installed. Pretty good, pretty cool. Oh, nice. Nice little touch here. NRD. Side profile here is like slightly angled. I believe the depth of the cell is about the cherry profile height for R1, so pretty good. Ooh, got some stickers too. Got some NRD stickers. Very nice. What cyan is that Artisan holder? As I said, it is Robin's Egg Blue color. Alright, I actually was anticipating this, and so I actually have some Artisans that I purposefully prepared to put into this case. Of course, these Artisans I was not expecting today, but they came in rather early, but yeah, I'll put in some keycaps over here in just a bit. Alright, let's unbox some more. So here we have something from Canon Keys. I believe this should be a key set that finally shipped. So let's check it out. There goes the packing slip. GMK Bread. Get that bread. Here's our loaf boys. Loafies. It's a nice kind of like ivory sort of color. Sort of like on the warmer side of ivory. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Umka's alphas. Rather warm colorway. Ooh, that's a nice sticker. That's a new one. I had not seen this rainbow colored sticker before. Okay, so I got novelties, space bars, or rather, yeah, some extension kit, and the base kit. Let's let's open up this guy here. Piss yellow, one might say. I actually don't think it's as yellow as what's that colorway? I think like Penumbra, the original GMK Penumbra was really yellow, or GMK Plum was really yellow. This one is definitely yellow, but it still has a little bit more of that ivory sort of tone to it, which I suppose is not super close to the render, but it's still technically accurate to the RAL color that was displayed on the IC. So if you look at the RAL code, it pretty much is this tone. So that's what I normally look at when I look at the IC. I don't really trust the renders as closely because I know that they tend to be off based on the lighting. So yeah. Alright. Oh, okay. So yeah, it definitely has a yellower tone, but it's not like I still think it's accurate to like bread. I wouldn't say it's a white bread. It's like a different kind of bread, but not white bread. I actually don't mind this at all. It's definitely on the warmer side. I do have like cooler colorways, so I actually kind of dig this. Just in general, like I have cooler toned key sets, so I do think the warmer tone goes well with the brown. I wouldn't call this piss yellow, that's for sure. Yeah, I do agree with that. I do agree that this would not be like piss yellow, so to speak. So that's kind of what it looks like up close. Actually, do I have a comparison? Oh, actually, I'll just bring the GMK coloring. Okay, so here we have our GMK coloring. So if you compare it with beige, okay, so here is U9 and L9. So U9 is right here. That's the beige of the modifiers, and then this is going to be L9, which is the cream of the alphas for beige keycaps. And then if you want a very yellow tone, so we have here like Greg yellow, which I think is CV. So that's a very yellow tone. So it's not like vivid yellow. Here's an orange, right? There's a different kind of cream sort of color, BE1, like a beige tone. Let's see. Compared to white would be a good comparison, just because it gives you a standard for what whites look like. So this CP white is the OG sort of white, and WS1 would be the white from like white on black. So yeah, so it's not too bad. I think this yellow, like this yellowish sort of warm tone of GMK Bread is still pretty bready color, so I personally dig it. But I know that a lot of people might be thinking that compared to the renders it's off, which I don't disagree with actually. I do think that compared to the renders it definitely looks off. But yeah. Oh, here is like GMK Dolce Alpha colorway. So GMK Dolce Alpha is like that, and then there's the rest. So it's definitely on the warmer side of things. Kind of like the brown is like an actual brown, and the yellowy ivory tone is, yeah, like that. It kind of does remind me a lot like, this is actually similar to the tone of GMK Carbon. Do I have GMK Carbon out here? I might. So actually, GMK Carbon might be a little bit more, like, a little cooler, but it definitely is a bit reminiscent of that. Okay, so here's my R0 caps from, some of the R0 caps from Carbon. So that's Carbon's sort of like beigeish tone, and then there's GMK Bread, right? So that's the kind of comparison if you wanted to look at it that way. Yeah. Looks like keycaps that have yellowed. Actually, yeah, it does look like that. It does look like has that like little bit of that burnt sort of look. So definitely a bit unique, I would say. But I don't hate it. It's kind of what I expected it to be, actually. So I am actually okay with this set. Here's the other side. Everything looks okay. Looks like everything arrived in pretty good shape, actually. Packaging seems to be doing a bit better these days, now that they're double wrapping things, but double wrapping doesn't really help because it is still wasteful for the environment. But, you know, alas, that is what it is. I'll probably repack that later on. Alright, let's unpack some more. This is the last box to unpack today. Comes from Project Keyboard. I believe this should be the other key set I was expecting. This one I was expecting for a while. And it finally arrived. Oops. Goddamn packing slips, man. Alright, there we go. Alright. You probably can guess what this is. This is the DCS Delftware desk mat. It looks very, very nice. Really like this. It's so crisp looking. Not gonna show the desk mat today. We're just gonna leave the current desk mat on. But here's our key set today. Finally arrived. Let's look at DCS Delftware, some of the legends, I guess. Let's see. We'll just grab a few caps here. I don't know. I'm just gonna grab randomly the ones that do have some symbols on them because it looks pretty nice. Just a few. So DCS Delftware, correct me if I'm mistaken, is going to be PBT DCS keycaps with dye sublimation. So if I'm looking at this set, I will be thinking about how crisp is the dye sub, does it look good, you know, is it nice and clean and crisp, like do the legends bleed a bit or have a bit of feathering, that kind of stuff. Oh, is this like a space key? Okay, I guess so. But yeah, it looks really nice so far. The keycaps are the same kind of thickness, DCS thickness, but the legends do look very nice. So that's what DCS Delftware looks like up close. The legends look really crisp. I am quite impressed. The dye sub on these keycaps. Look at this. Look at this. Wow. So clean. Look at that. Look at how crisp that legend is right there on the T. The T one with the little like octopus leg. Whoo! Very nice. This is really, really clean. The legend placement is really good too. It's straight. The edges are like, look at this. Look at the cusp at the end of the little like flower kind of looking thing. Very, very clean. Super nice. I really like it. This came out very, very well. Definitely underrated set. The white is a sort of cooler side of white. And it looks fantastic. It looks phenomenal with this blue. Yeah, this looks really good. So yeah, no, I'm pretty happy about this. PBT DCS. This actually might be my first PBT DCS set. I only have ABS sets that are double shot, but no PBT. So yeah, no, very nice. 1mm, I believe, like other DCS. I believe that is correct. Clicka-clacka. Brujin74, thank you so much for the Prime Gaming sub. How are your modifiers with this set? Heard there were some warping issues? Okay, we can test a few of them. Maybe you can test like the space bars and stuff. maybe I'll just test out the modifiers. Like, let's see. I think they should be enough. All right. So let's see. Backspace. That sounds pretty good to me. No, it doesn't seem warped. Let's see. Enter. That sounds pretty good. Yeah. No, that's excellent. Let's try a shift, a long shift. Okay, this would be interesting. Okay, like the top part of the long shift might be slightly like more banana-y, but it's actually not to the point where it's actually affecting the return of the cap. So I personally have no complaints. I think that's kind of normal for PBT. And then here's our 7U spacebar. I think that's the 7U, yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, return is good. I don't sense like it's not getting stuck or anything. It's good. It's good. It's good. You know, I'm pleased. I am pleased with this set. Are the spacebar stems still tight? Are they tight? Not too tight, no. I mean, it's like normal PBT kind of tightness. It's like, I feel like I have the same amount of tightness on CRP. So, I think nothing that's beyond what I would expect, you know? Yeah. I mean, I think like 1U would be kind of similar, right? Like, kind of definitely a little bit more higher pitch because it is a thinner keycap, but otherwise I personally have no complaints. But I know that some people might be a little concerned over the fact that it's a thinner key set. So what color is the K? I actually am not sure. I actually am not sure at all. I haven't taken a look, so yeah, we'll find out shortly. I love the sound of DCS. Nice. Yeah, I think it's some people might not know about it, so they might take some people some time to get used to it. But I personally like DCS too, so I have no complaints with this. No, it's good. Came out really nice. I'm glad that it doesn't really have any particular problems. Did someone say stuck step lighting? I need your help. Of course. Mason, always calling out to his step people, step siblings and whatnot, step friends to ask for help. If it's silver, I'm gonna do the thing for Delftware. Okay, we'll see. Would you happen to know if the extras for Delftware are coming out soon? I don't know. I don't know when, or if did they happen actually? No, I think they might have happened on a different vendor, right? Not on Project Keyboard. As far as Project Keyboard is concerned, I don't know when. I got this like last week. I'm opening it just now, so I can't tell you exactly when they're supposed to do the extra sale. It looks good though. I don't know if I could ever get used to uniform profile. Wait, what uniform profile? DCS is not uniform. DCS is gonna be a lot like, it's gonna be similar to Cherry actually. Quite similar to Cherry. It's like the SP version of Cherry. I do have another key set, or another piece of mail actually that arrived, but that I already opened because I had to confirm the contents. And that is right here, my friends. Guess who got a key set that they've wanted for a long time? It's right here, my friends. Pog Champ. Do you know what this is? Can you guess what this is? I've been looking for this set for a while. I'm so excited. Oh boy. Oh baby. Oh yes. Oh yes. Uh-huh. Pog Champ. Classic Retro Arabic. The originative set that kind of ran under the radar and I missed personally, but I finally found a set. Well, I actually traded. I traded for this set. Are those pad printed? Yes. The red will be UV printed or pad printed. Yes. The rest is double shot, but the red is indeed pad printed. So yes, the Arabic legends will eventually fade. How long they might take to fade, I don't know, but they probably will fade at some point. Yeah. Depends on how much you use it and what kind of chemicals are on your fingers. But other than that, very pog. So again, thank you to my friend out there who agreed to do this trade. So actually, a big shout out to Mr. Dennis Burchill, who actually hooked it up with the contact. So thank you to my dearest mod for helping out with the contact here, but I did trade a key set. I actually traded white and black Hangul for this, so you know that's kind of your point of reference. I do know that Hangul, you know, is Pog Champ and all that, but I do have other Hangul sets, and I do have other Hangul sets coming in, so I felt like WoW Hangul is bound to rerun, and so I figured might as well. So yeah, that's kind of like where my reasoning came in. But yeah, I traded my Hangul set for this. I think it was worth though. Isn't it rerunning with R5? Yeah, eventually it will. Yo! Obsidian! Hello! Tier 1 for 20 months! Holy moly! Hello, my friend. How are you? It's been a while. Alright, so here's our nerd nest. Let's fill it up. I have some artisans that I prepared. And some keycaps just in general. Let's see. I picked some keycaps that are representative of my collection over the years. We have a Clack Skull. We have a Bro Caps Brobot. We have a Binge Caps Moose. We have a Night Caps Eggface. And then we have a Bruce. No, actually, let's put the Cosmo first. We have a Cosmo by Booper, a Bruce, and a Colonel. And then we have our Gaff Caps, Grimace. We have a Tiny Makes Things Yeti. And then we have a Thermal and Ramaworks Thermal R1 keycap, and a GMK Putain key from a meetup. So here's my Nerd Nest assembly. Do you see the HHKB Snow? Yeah, I did. The 25th anniversary one. Sheesh. Thank you again, Mr. Lolstacks, Ryan Lolstacks. Thank you again. But yeah, I'm gonna just put some keycaps that are representative of my collection on the Nerd Nest. Every so often, I'll switch them out, just as a way to display the artisans that I've collected over the years. But yeah, very pog. Very pog. I want the HKB Snow blanks. Yeah, me too. But they seem to be rather hard to get. So yeah. Draxion, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Miss you in chat. Obsidian, we miss you too. I want a nerd nest so bad. I believe that they were planning on doing a sale at some point soon. So, all sold out in Japan. Yeah, the Japanese sets, the HKB blanks, there are only 300 of them, and they sold out super fast. Like they sold out within the first like hour of release. So like that was very fast. Like if you're asleep, that's GG. Alright, let's do this. Here's our Kei parts. You've probably seen this box. Very familiar with it, probably for some of you. It's our GAT inks that we're going to use today. I have some stabilizers, daughter board. Yeah, some O-rings, bottom, bump-ons, screws, hardware. We have a full brass plate, looks like. Haven't used the brass plate in a little while, but it looks nice. We have our Seion sheet that goes inside of the case. And we have our PCB. Oh, Huego! Mr. Huego, how are you doing? Good to see you. Thank you so much for the 15 months. No, 17 months. 15 month streak. Thank you so much for your support. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you around here. It's always nice to see familiar faces. Which O-ring are you using? I like the 90A a lot. We'll see. I could try both and see where it goes, but I'll probably try using one or the other, but I'm not sure. I might use the 90A since I haven't really used that. So. Oh, why does the PCB have like strange splatter marks? Might be from some adhesive. Whatever. NBD. Once it's built, you never see it. Alright. Yo! Huego! Oh my god! 5 gifted. Thank you so much. And Nalio, thank you so much for the resub. 3 months. It's been a while. How are you? I'm well, thank you. I've been actually really busy. I'm actually surprised I'm currently streaming. I slept like 1.5 hours last night. Basically, or rather this morning, I napped about 1.5 hours, and then I had a meeting and a presentation, and then I took a nap, and then I went to work, and then I came back, had a large iced coffee, and ate, and rested a bit, and then I'm doing okay. So here we are, running on fumes, but stream must happen. See what I do for you guys? I was like, man, I haven't streamed in like a whole week. And I wanted to build stuff, and I'm like, I can't build shit because I'm just busy and sleepless, which sucks. But yeah. But here we are. I'm actually I'm feeling good right now. I decided to do this because I'm gonna do this, maybe eat a snack or something later on, and then go to bed. So I don't have any more deadlines that I need to keep up with for today. So it's good. Okay, so here we have our little kind of like map of Singapore, I suppose. Here we have our Monokei K manual. Very neat, very nice. Should Diego end stream to sleep? Suggest a poll. Okay, we'll suggest. We'll do a poll. DCS Delftware, please. Okay. Should Diego sleep? Should Diego end stream to sleep? If you guys say yes, I'm just I'm not gonna end it probably, but you know, shit. But I'm curious. Should Diego end stream to sleep? Yes? No? I don't know who Diego is. I'm doing fine, guys. It's okay. It's okay. Here we have our microfiber cloth. And it appears today we have a... As you can see... Sheesh! Look at that. A brass bottom wind keyless Kei in silver. Mm-hmm. Look at that. Very nice. Too bad it is not Wednesday for Ninja Pirate to come in and say, I see them blockers! But yeah, we don't have Ninja Pirate here today, so no seeing them blockers is happening today. And it is not Wednesday indeed, so here we are. I love the USB cutout. The USB cutout is pretty cute, for sure. Alrighty, let's get this twin keyless Tuesday. Diego need moral support. All you guys doing is discouraging him. This is true because I probably... Well, let's see what the vote ends up being. I'm kind of curious. And also, I'm feeling fine, so... If I were not feeling okay, I would definitely be stopping myself. I mean, guys, I take care of myself first. The real question is what Mason voted for. I'm curious. What did you vote, Mr. Mason Gray? Are you gonna dox the votes? Yeah, one by one. I'll take it out. I'll take it out of y'all. One by one. Okay, we have a 30A, and then I believe this is a 90A. O-ring. Yeah, feet. I voted for whatever you want to do because I want you to be happy. That sounds like he does not want to reveal his vote. So, I'm gonna assume the worst. He probably voted, I don't know who Diego is. Well, vote was yes. See y'all later. Okay, Obsidian sounds good. I'll catch you later. Catch you around. And Diego said, I do not see the yes. I pretend I do not see it. Oh, hydrate, sure. I mean, I have water here. I voted for these nuts. I know. I know. Do you guys see that Suzzboards video with the These Nuts keyboard that he made for Julia? Julia. Very cute. Very wholesome. Truly a meme master. Mr. Suzzboards is a very wholesome dude. I really appreciate his presence in the community. Shikimazu, hello. Hey Diego, how are you? Sinvex, how are you? I'm doing well. I'm tired. At least physically, to some extent, I'm tired, but I'm doing okay, to be honest. Could be worse, but I did have a good weekend, spending time with family, and did just unbox some cool stuff. And building keyboards is fun. This song is an idle phone game. It's in an idle phone game where you manage a supermarket. Actually, though, that's kind of funny. I see that you are a veteran in the Artisan game. I have definitely been collecting in Artisans for a while now. Almost 5 years. Oh, actually no, 4.5. Because I did start Artisans later after I was into keywords, so I was not into Artisans at first, actually. So glad to hear you're doing well. Chill weekends are the best indeed. Yeah, it was pretty nice. I played this cool card game called Spot It. It's basically a card game where you have different modes, but the idea is that you're trying to spot the there's basically these circular cards that have different like little icons on them, and you're trying to match it with a different card that's on the table or like with another player, and basically you're trying to get the most cards or getting rid of your cards by finding the match. Basically it's like a find the similarities kind of game, but it was fun. It's like fast paced with a bunch of people. It's pretty fun. My mom makes me play in Chinese. Oh, that's hilarious. That's actually kind of cute though. I wonder what kind of artisans Mictlan is going to have. You mean like the Hebe caps and whatnot? Yeah, I'm kind of curious too. Like, I wonder what that's gonna be like. See, I'm gonna put the Seion sheet on the side here for now. And let's test out this PCB. She says I get an unfair advantage if we play in English. That sounds like such a Asian parent thing to say. It's like you're cheating because you know more English than I do. Ocelot, anyone? I am inclined to get an Ocelot, yes. I like the purple. The purple and the green I really like. I'm actually not sure I'm into the polycarb. That said, I do like polycarb, but I don't know. I think for the Ocelot, the alu cases look really good. The colors are so vibrant. They're so nice. So purple is probably my pick. Yeah, I think purple's my pick too, to be honest. Oh, wrong cable end. Not sure what I would use it for. In my case, I would use it for yeah, like artisans, of course, but macros basically. Like the macros I use are normally like media keys or like things like muting, deafening, like on Discord, or like shortcuts, like easy shortcuts for apps and stuff like that. Nothing crazy. Yeah, but the purple looks super nice. Such a nice and vibrant and sort of deep tone of purple. I really like it. It's even matched to some Pantone that she chose, I think, which is really cool. Eggplant purple, basically. All right, let's see. H60. All right, let's see. So today we're gonna be doing step caps lock, split backspace, anti-enter, and full right shift. Okay, so split backspace. Bottom row is gonna be when keyless. So that means I am gonna change this to HHKB style. So change those. I'll actually put the layer key on the far right. Let's see, backspace, pipe, and tilde. And then the rest should be HKB like, which is not. So let's adjust that now. Alright, delete. Arrow keys are gonna be up, left, right, down in a diamond. I normally put print screen here because it's nice and easy there. Reese can stay, that's fine. I don't need the play. Let's put the caps lock over here. And then page up, page down, home, and end. That's pretty much the useful stuff. The rest, like medium keys and that kind of stuff, could be useful too, but we don't need it right now. Maybe I'll save that layout as. Let's see. Okay, and then key tester. All right. Fame arrows for first row. Control for what? YT, like YouTube? I like the colors, but not really my style. I see. Fame arrows for first row. No, wait. Full RS on a 60% with win keyless? Yeah, it's basically gonna be the closest you get to full symmetry, right? I'm assuming this is the goal. To have 1 U keys at the corners and no split right shift so that the shifts can also be sort of symmetrical. Some people are actually okay with that because you can just use the lower right key as the function key. It's a little further out, but it's not impossible to use. I actually do have a win keyless board set up just like that, so I personally don't think it's that bad. It's not the end of the world. Okay. All right. PCB works perfectly. Thank goodness. And all right. Split left and right shift. Let's go. We did that once before, a while back. Do you happen to have any brown-like boards that you could use bread on? Yeah, I could put it on the Doma, but I have chocolate here on the Doma, so I think I'm okay. I'm pretty happy with that set on there. But yeah, I guess brownish or warm gray could work. Like the Tengu is like a tone of warm gray. I think bread could be okay on that too. Currently, I think I have Dolce on it, but I actually could consider putting bread on that and then putting Dolce on back on the Juby, which is where it originally was. How are you liking the angle, by the way? I am actually liking it quite a bit. So some people were like, oh, it kind of sounds high pitched and kind of muted or whatever. Especially because I just used I did not use any of the internal the padding, the mid plate PCB pad, the silicone pad. I only used the corners and I used the P foam sheet. It was just very thin, right? And then I used the pad that goes underneath the PCB for preventing shorting. But I'm enjoying it actually. I've been enjoying how it sounds with MX Blacks on the aluminum plate with PBT caps. So yeah, no, I've been liking it. Let's see, left shift, spacebar, enter, right shift. Okay, so we need 4 stabs today. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is the angle supposed to go into group by this month? Not this month, but next. I believe it should be in December. There are some potential delays because they are prototyping it one more. I think they are prototyping some new things for it, and like trying to add some new colors or like new options. So it is. I would say it is likely that it will get a little bit delayed because manufacturing is not super fast, right? So I would say like you can expect December, but don't be surprised if it does get delayed into the next month. Yeah. Does it sound creamy and marbly? Actually no. I suppose not. May I redeem Handerby points to see bread on a board? I need a justification to buy a set. Maybe at the end of the stream, if I'm in the mood, I'll do it. But there's been some folks who put bread on other keyboards. I'm pretty sure I saw something on custom keyboards or mechanical keyboards. I just think you just have to look for it. All right, let's get our foam. And our lube. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm here, mi amor. Hello, Mr. Avo. How are you? Good to see you. I don't check Reddit. Time to go on it? Yeah, use the search bar, my friend. Search bar is your friend. I would have no problem with January. December's already expensive because of Christmas. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that is true. Gifts and all that, yeah. For sure. I'm so excited for the angle. It looks so pretty. It definitely is a very pretty board, though. I'm definitely I really like just the simple look, you know. I'm more into like simpler look kind of boards like this. That said, sometimes the more exciting and kind of exotic stuff is also nice to look at. Like for example, like the Dolphin is like something like that, right? Or you know, there's other boards out there that are pretty crazy. Hello, Lightning. How's Angle treating you? Can you give your honest opinion on it? I literally just talked about it, but I was saying that I've been enjoying it. I personally like how it sounds with the current configuration. MX Blacks, aluminum plate, no middle silicone pad, PBT keycaps. It's like a nice clacky sort of sound to it that I personally enjoy a lot. As far as like feel, I think it's somewhere right along in the middle, not too soft, not too stiff, has some bounce to it, but it really is not like noticeable to the point where like you're like, oh wow, this is a bouncy board. No, nothing like that. But it's like soft enough that you would be like, oh well, it's, you know, it's not harsh. So I've been personally enjoying it quite a bit. I like the look of it too. I think I personally do buy a lot more keyboards nowadays based on the look rather than just the feel or the sound or whatever, just because at this point I collect keyboards and have like a specific look I want for them. So I do purchase keyboards based on look a lot of the time. I would say most of the time nowadays. I do already enjoy some keyboards, so for me to sacrifice some in the typing, feel, or sound department, it kind of doesn't really do much to me, because, you know, it's like if I need to switch it, then I can just, you know, go back to the boards I enjoy. You know, that I know I'll enjoy anyway. But I do enjoy this one too, so it's a win-win situation. Got a call starting soon. I'll be lurking. Have fun with Build. Thank you. True. Take it easy. I just like thick bezels. So what kind of keyboard would be thick bezels? Time for an exclamation angle. I guess that's true. At this point, no, it is at this point. I mean, I'm like 5 years into the hobby, right? I'm like, well, not 5 years just yet. 5 years on December 3rd at around 12:30 p.m. is going to be 5 years of me in the hobby. The exact time is because that was the time of the beginning of the DC, Maryland, Virginia, the DMV area meetup in 2016, which is the first meetup that I ever attended and where I really got into keyboards. So I kind of remember that very specifically. Like you know, it's like a date that just kind of got engraved into my mind because I remember it being so shocking. It was like, wow, holy crap, I didn't know that keyboards could be like this. And yeah, so it was like right into a rabbit hole, like as soon as I went into this meetup. So yeah. So in about 2 weeks, I'll be celebrating my quote unquote 5-year anniversary in the hobby. Anyone got thoughts on the JO1? Got a chance to get one and happy with the price. Just want to hear people's opinions. I don't have experience with the JO1, so I will abstain from saying anything about it. Any Rama board? Elephant? Yeah, those are pretty chonky. Exent. Those are chonky too. Ramas are a good kind of thick for me in terms of looks. So your anniversary to yourself is a 356CL or ... No. No. I already kind of gave myself the anniversary gift in a way, like as of late. Like I joined Dallas. That was basically an anniversary gift. I did make a purchase recently that I also think is basically part of that. I think I shouldn't be spending too much more, so I'll probably be saving a bit. And I recently opened an IRA, so I'm trying to contribute to it as much as I can before the end of the year. It's a Roth, so I want to cap it out. So yeah, trying to be a bit conscious about that stuff too. Also, I actually don't like the 356CL as much as people would think that I might. Like, it's a cool board and all, historic. I think I would rather get a DK Saber than a 356CL. Just because it's like 356CL is neat, but it's so expensive and unnecessarily expensive, so kind of feel indifferent about it at that price. I think I shouldn't be spending too much more. Famous last words. Oh, famous last words for sure. I know my limits, so I kind of like just stick to that. I don't think I've been bad about that. I normally sell before I buy something, or like make sure that like there's more than enough funds and whatnot. What's a limit? Yeah. Do all Aussie boards thick bezels? No, probably not, right? I don't know. I don't think so. Doubt? I mean, just because Rama is Australian does not mean that every board is gonna be like that. Lightning spreadsheet budget master? Yeah, basically that spreadsheet started on the day I went to that meetup. Well, actually no. I had that spreadsheet from before, like for other hobbies. But I adjusted it for keyboard related stuff like on that December of 2016. I was like, okay, if I'm gonna be spending hundreds of dollars into these keyboards that I literally just bought, so as soon as that meetup ended, I went and bought a Nova Touch and an HHKB. So that was like, you know, basically like $400 down into the drain right as soon as the meetup ended, which is obviously not the smartest choice, but I wanted to try Topre really badly. And I was like, I gotta have it, and I do want the MX. I do want the MX experience from the Nova Touch, and I also want the original Taupe experience, so I got both. Yeah. So as soon as I noticed that was starting to happen, I adjusted my spreadsheet to accommodate for keyboard related budget. Does the angle sound like a $500 keyboard? Sure. How to do resin budgeting? Just the same kind of budgeting that you would for anything else. Sometimes you just gotta sacrifice some things for others. In my case, I definitely do. I would say I'm more into Artisans than I'm into keyboards, just generally speaking. But I do still have a lot of keyboards. Like it's mostly because I've kind of reached a point in keyboards where I am less inclined to buy. Whereas Artisans I do collect because it's like I consider it like art. I still need to get me a Taupe board. You should. I mean, well, you know, if you do get a chance to try it out from somebody else, like if you know somebody near you who can lend you a Taupe board, or at least help, you know, let you have a try at it, I think you should definitely try it out. Yeah. Get the new weird Matrix Falcon Taupe PCB. What? Matrix Falcon Taupe PCB? What's that about? That's the first time I hear about a Taupe PCB for Matrix Falcon. Don't know. Just need tons of donor parts to make it work. Huh. So did they successfully develop a Taupe PCB? or is this like trying to fit in some kind of HHKB component in there because like they're basically using like, you know, maybe external components to like make it fit? Thoughts on Prophet? Oh, I think the Prophet's a very underrated but quite excellent board in my opinion. And welcome Nephilim76. I see that you are a fan of Diablo 3. Maxo Lit? Yeah, no, his boards are pretty nice. I think they're very underrated though. Astro, their PCB designer, literally just posted a photo of a Falcon with a Toper PCB and asked, "Interested?" That sounds like such a strange kind of teaser, but I mean, yeah, sure, I'm interested. I'll be enthused by a Toper PCB being available in a sort of MX kind of style of format where you can customize stuff. That would be great. But that said, yeah, if it requires like a bajillion parts, like donor parts, I don't know. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. Then refuse to elaborate further. Sounds like a hype building post, you know, like for the sheer purpose of exciting people up, and you know, it's like just no real answers though. SMH. I want Prophet R2, was thinking of getting Angel but prefer the 60%. I personally prefer the 60% as well, so I would say Prophet over Angel, but yeah. I didn't know. Is R2 running soon? I assume that's why you're mentioning it. Round 2 Prophet. Can't wait for Gondo to finish Toper PCB. Yeah. Gondo has been working on the Toper stuff for a bit too. So I personally do trust Mr. Gondo Lindgren because he is a very knowledgeable electrical engineer. He really understands the underpinnings of how electrocapacitive these switches will work, and I'm sure that whatever implementation he does develop is probably going to be very reliable, or at least as reliable as he can possibly make it. So it would be exciting. I've learned to not post links on Twitch, not allowed most of the time. That is true. Yeah, no, it's okay to. Yeah, well, yeah, Rabbit, thanks for posting the link. I don't know what that's supposed to look like. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'll show this on. That's kind of cool. Look at that. There is. It looks like. That does look like a custom plate. And there's a lot of nuts. Sort of like. Oh, actually, huh. The placement of those screws and nuts seems like it's using an HKB PCB, yeah. But maybe it's just a custom plate donor Toper housings from like a real force. Okay. I mean, it's essentially the same as like a how do you pronounce it? Evia? I don't know. Like the Noxery one, where you basically do a custom plate and try to fit it into a housing, and you need to retrofit like a bunch of like donor parts. So that seems to be what it is. Pretty cool though. Pretty cool. Oh, what is this one? Falcon something 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 HKB classic something something PFU exclamation mark something 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 period. Photo credit to Amker, perhaps. Oh, okay. Neat. Nice. Well, it's good to see people trying to engineer this out. That's awesome. That's great. I do not read Chinese, unfortunately. So much to my dismay, I cannot read it. But that's great. I'm excited to see that even people in China and in other places where they make a lot of keyboards they're also excited to do something for Toper. I think that's just fantastic. I think the reason like I personally feel a little indifferent sometimes when the topic of Toper comes up is because I know that the enthusiast community, while people do enjoy Torpre, it's not widely supported, and it's kind of difficult to get people to support it because it is still kind of niche. And it's kind of very exciting for me to see that there's like engineers and people who design stuff who want to do this, and that's rare, and who are actually trying, and like, yeah, like I think this is super exciting stuff. Like if there's both Gondo and these people at Matrix Lab and whatnot trying to reverse engineer this stuff, like I think in no time we'll start getting like competitive products that are like customizable and all these things. I think it's a super exciting development. Yeah, no, I'll be looking forward to seeing more. Avia needs 2 HKB donor units. Yeah, Heavy Grail only needs 1. Yeah, I'm aware of that part. If only Chu was here, for what? For the HKB stuff? I mean, Chu said that she's gonna lurk, so maybe they're listening. Talking off on the phone call. Oop. Huh. Oh, translating the Chinese text. Oh, I see. I think there's other people in chat who could read it too. It's just a pain in the butt to translate sometimes. You could technically use like was it Google Lens or whatever the feature on like camera apps it is that you can like read text using like a mobile camera, and then like it'll like input it into like whatever you want. Google Translate app? Yeah, there we go. You could probably try that. Has the image setting? Yeah. Pretty cool, honestly. That kind of stuff. Mr. Hung P, hello. Did you change your username from Hung PP to Hung P? How are you? Thank you so much for the 14 months. Why did you change it? You should have left it as Hung PP. It was much funnier that way. It's okay. I guess that joke will forever live in... Was it the subathon? I actually don't remember when it was when we were talking about it. I was like, Mr. Hung Pee-Pee. I think it was a subathon, yeah. Pee-Pee is gone. Sag. Smooge. Ugh, my stomach is like growling. I ate something earlier. I guess I need a snack. Oh, I see. It is 7 PM. Maybe that's probably why. I'm used to eating at the same time, so. PB had to go, unfortunately. Too many people questioned it. But that's what the fun was. That was all the fun of hung PP. Oh, that's a bummer. What's the problem with questioning it? I mean, like, why questioning? Why would you question it? Why don't you just tell people, yes, I am hung PP. Yes, I have a hung PP. Or something. Easy. I have that same mouse. I'm sure a lot of people do. The MX Master 3. It's a wonderful mouse. Wonderful, wonderful mouse. Easy convo starter, just sub. Yeah, easy peasy. Oops, sorry. Cause I don't. Please. That's not with that attitude. Can't relate. Oh my goodness. Man Proton, hello. How are you? Aye. Lube. I actually can't. Yeah. Not with that attitude. Yo, Drua, what's up? I just had KFC Famous Bowl. This is actually pretty good. Oh, really? I'm tempted to have some. Oh, I mean, well, actually, I don't think I have a KFC that delivers near here, so like, there's no KFC for me. But I think I want to try it at some point. Interesting. I actually do enjoy KFC, although I do prefer like chicken at Popeyes, but KFC is fine. Like, I can eat it still. It's not about the pee-pee in your pants, but the pee-pee in your heart. Ay. So I was like, fuck it. I mean, might as well try something new, right? Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, win Kilo 60, buddy. Pee-pee in your heart, what is that supposed to mean? Oh, I mean, it can mean anything you want. Just believe in the heart of the... I guess not cards, but... I've never seen a tiger cam before, but I'm enjoying it thoroughly. Excellent. I'm happy that you are. It certainly is unique to this stream. It's not just a tiger. There is also an alligator, Gateron, and there's Nono the duck. Both hailing from Novelties, which is headquartered in West Virginia in the US. And now they're permanent members of this family. The client got that brass bottom money. Was it super expensive? I thought people were saying that it was not too bad. Where are you from? I grew up in Mexico actually, but I've been living in the States for like the past 10 years. Jordan, yo, hey dog, the tiger look fake AF. Yo, that's toxic, dude. Thank you so much for the 8 months though. Shipping on the brass bottom added a bit too. Oh, I guess that's true. It is pretty heavy. Extra $130. I see. I see. Yeah, I mean, they like their brass, so why not go with an ass made out of brass? Why not? Where you been? What do you mean where I been? Where have you been, dude? I've been active in the same place I've always been active. Where have you been? Good point. True. Simon loves his Gateron a little too much. He certainly does love Ron quite a lot. The real question is, does Ron love Simon back? Gasp. Yo, Poner, what's up? 22 months. Damn, already almost 2 years. Holy crap. Love me some brass booty. Have the red bottom K. It's pretty light. Yeah, I have the. I actually have the blue bottom K from the first round. So, yeah, it is pretty light in comparison. This brass bottom one is really heavy in comparison. I've been MIA. You've seen my reasons, probably. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I know. I hope you've been well, though. I know you've been busy and you've had your reasons to be away, but Ron plushie isn't in stock, though. That is true. There is Gateron in a vinyl version, and there is also an enamel pin version of Gateron on novelkeys.com. And you can actually get 5% off if you use the promo code BOLT. Is K stiff board? No, not really. I wouldn't say so. What's not to love about the Ron? Indeed, what's not to love? Guys, the Keep Town poster is on sale now. Oh, that is true. Check out mykeyboard.eu if you want to check out the Keep Town post, the poster. The Keep Town poster is a poster that features a lot of community members, and it's gone through many revisions and just features a lot of aspects of the community. It's a pretty cool poster. I have a copy of it in hung on my wall right now. Maybe Black Friday if it's in stock. What if you say that now and then you don't find it in stock? NK will stock MX clears in time for Black Friday. Yeah, I don't know. Certainly haven't seen them stock any MX clears for a while, I think. At least not that I remember seeing them stock it recently. It's also updated to current state of affairs in the community. Oh, I see. So that's probably been changed. I'm kind of curious how that looks now. Actually, I have not looked at the new one. Can you link it in chat, Peaches? I actually would not mind seeing it linked here. Or even if it's just the image, it's fine. Hoping to pick up an absolute dump truck of Gateron Blacks on Black Friday. That would be a good pickup. Case only stiff if you manage to get the JST cable stuck between the PCB and case, but that's applicable to pretty much any keyboard with a daughter board cable. If you get it stuck between the PCB and the case. Honestly, kind of funny how rare MX clears are getting these days. Yeah, I guess they're just not popular enough to be restocked. I don't know. Zoom in, have fun. Oh, okay. I see. Things have changed a bit, eh? Cool. Alright. It's probably a welcome change for some. Pretty much out of stock everywhere? Huh. Rama office looking awfully empty. Awkward. Still waiting for my U80. Oh, true. U80 had a couple rounds? Or what? Yeah, I actually don't remember. Two rounds. Got it. Dude, what is this poster? You don't know? You haven't seen it before? It's a poster that features a lot of community members. It was a commission done by My Keyboard EU to the through the artist named Crash, K-R-A-S-H, Crash. It's a very nice poster of the community. It actually has not been sold until right now, so if you want to buy a poster like it, you should consider buying it now. Pretty sure it's gonna go out of stock quickly because people do like it a lot. So it's not in stock yet, is it? Pretty sure Peaches literally just said it's currently being sold. Like just a few moments ago. Imagine something like that on a desk mat though. I would rather have it as a poster, to be honest. Also, it's vertical, not horizontal, so. It won't let me check out? Wait, why? How come? Because of the euro thing? Log in? Oh, I guess there's advice here in chat, so yeah. Crash Draw confirmed in talk with proxies. I see. I have too many posters still in tubes? Huh. Oh, I guess you do buy a lot of posters, huh, Eric? I certainly don't have a lot of posters, so I threw away a lot of them before. And then they're not like anything special, so. But I assume you do buy posters for your other hobbies. Alrighty, it's time to test these stabs now. Yumira, hello. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Lightning, what do you do when you get a build soldered up and one of the stabs is taking? How much effort do you put into tuning them beforehand? Ideally, you put in enough effort so that they're not ticking before you start soldering. If it ticks after you do solder, even though you thought that they weren't having an issue, then I first attempt to address it before I address it, you know, without desoldering. So that means you can use a syringe, for example, you know, or a brush to basically just put some lube between the wire and the housing that's there. You try to address it like kind of like post soldering, see if that addresses the problem. If it doesn't, and you try many things and still doesn't work, then it probably means you under lubed, or you might have also over lubed, and it just, like, you know, got displaced or something. So basically it's not working as intended, and so in that case I would consider desoldering the whole board to redo the stabs. But I mean, I try to send out boards at the state of it should be as I first expected it to be. So if it is a board like for a client and stuff, I definitely try to send it out exact way that, you know, they're hoping it to be. So yeah, so I will try some things first. If it doesn't work, then resort, you know, use my last resort, which is basically just redoing the build. Yeah. These switches are these? Oh, these are actually, these are not regular Gatings. Just realized. These are silent inks. I see the silent, these are silent Gateron inks. I was like, why do they sound like really weird? Ah, I did not notice. Okay, so no wonder. No wonder it sounded like shit, because I hate silent switches. But these are silent ink switches. I personally don't like silent switches, but you know. Thought they're uber lube. Yeah, me too. I was like, huh? Why does it sound like my stabs are dog shit? No, it's definitely just the silenced aspect of it. I thought my stabs were bad. I was like, oh my god, did I just like completely ruin this? I was like, I don't even hear the rattle or the ticking. Well, these are the switches I was sent, so it is what it is. Time to commission a build from Diego, but send really, really poorly lubed switches just to see his reaction. Oh, you know, you can do that. You're still paying the service, which is fine. If I don't like it, I don't like it. But you know, NBD, you're still paying the service, so it's okay. I'm okay with it. Send me bad switches if you want. You know, as long as I'm getting paid, it's all good. Some people enjoy silent switches outside of work environment. Oh, for sure. I know some people do. I personally don't, but I know people do. The only silenced switch that I enjoy personally is Toadbreak. So, how's the Eternals? Do you like it? I did. So Eternals, if you don't know, it's a new Marvel Cinematic Universe movie. I'm not gonna spoil much or anything really, but it's a nice kind of spin-off story in my opinion. Fills in some other gaps that, like, I would say, like, other Marvel movies don't really do. Kind of like not quite the same kind of superhero kind of movie that you would expect. I enjoyed it a lot. Definitely see some like plot thingies here and there that I was like, okay, all right. But that said, the adaptation's pretty good. I like the cast, so there was that. I enjoyed it. It was entertaining. I think it was a pretty entertaining movie. No wonder how they're gonna get tied into a whole story in the next one. Yeah, I'm kind of curious about that too. But that said, it's good to see how they are introducing all these new things in the MCU. Let's see. Yumira said, "I'm good, just chilling. Been waiting for my parts to come in." Oh, what are you waiting for, Yumira? I'm excited for you. Let's see. Has anyone tried XHT BDZ with a syringe? I have heard of people using XHT BDZ with a syringe. Yes, it is possible. I think you might have to consider using a different gauge, like syringe, but I think there might be some people who have used like the same kind. But anyway, you should definitely try, I guess. But I personally haven't tried with like a syringe, so, and I also don't use XHT BDZ myself. So yeah. Not much to contribute there. Pictures ruined though, not accurate. Salvin not wearing joggers. Low-key mushy, not a fan. Typing on V1 Xylens, love them so much. V1 Xylens, are those the ones that were initially the tactiles one? The tactile switches, right? Tactile silence. I personally thought the tactile silence were not quite silent, so I was like, huh. But yeah. Workboard is stock silence Toper, and it's unironically better than some of my more carefully tuned boards. Yeah, I really like silence Toper a lot. That Alf's 280 gram build, I remember. Oh, that was painful. Got BDZ in some little rodent medicine syringes. Oh, interesting. Waiting for a Maja, stabs and loop. Oh, nice. The Maja is a pretty nice board. So for example, this stab here right now, I can hear a little bit of lack of lube, I guess, on the left side. Not sure if it's because it's silent or because it's under lube, but just a little bit will hurt. Okay, I think that seems okay. Xylent V1 Redux. I was going to get Zaku switches, but sold out everywhere. Oh, really? I guess Zakus are pretty popular, huh? I know that they are popular, but I didn't realize it would be to that point. But there are quite a few of them out there, or like at least in the same style. I don't know who some of these people are on the poster. I mean, yeah, I think there are some people that I might not be entirely sure who they are. But I do recognize most people on the poster. Have you tried pewters? Yeah, I've tried pewters. I did a pewter build on a on Salvation. I did a pewter build on what else did I do a pewter build? Did I do it on the Portal? I actually don't remember. I think I did a pewter build on the Portal too. The Portal build actually had different. Oh, I know. I had Zaku's on that one too, though, or like the essentially the same thing as Zaku's. Yeah. So I've tried pewters. Yeah, they're pretty nice. Very light tactile, similar to MX Browns. Not Cherry MX made, so they're like JWK made, I believe. Pretty nice though. People do like them quite a bit, so I would recommend them. I mean, people recommend them too, so you know. Who's the guy with the cats on the top right of the poster? Guy with the cats? Oh, the guy with the cats. Okay, never mind. I was like, huh? But okay, never mind. It's like I was like top right, but I was like, is that top right really? No, it is top right. Who? I don't know who that guy is. First time I see him. First time. Okay, you know, now that I think about it though, a brass plate with a silent switch build, not bad. Like the combination actually kind of makes sense. Probably very muted. And still keep some of that bottom out sound because the material's like stiffer, but from the keycaps. But yeah. That said, I think out of the different silent switches I have personally tried, I think Alpaca silents are better than Gateron silents. And I would say that the Boba U4 silent switches are pretty good too if you are into tactile stuff. I don't think I've tried like their linear version, if they have a linear silent version of that. I don't remember trying it. But yeah. There's not too many silent switches that I think I would enjoy though. MX Silence for sure are pretty nice. Yeah, but I think like even silent alpacas are like probably the better silent switches I've tried in the past. At least as far as linear silent switches go. The rubber damper also cancelled out the stiffness from the plate. Interesting. Oh, I guess so. Yeah, I see what you mean. Krellbows, haven't heard that one in a while. Aren't Krellbows like the same thing as MX Islands? Is that different? Like, didn't Krellbit do the MX Island thing for a while too? So Zeal housing with silent MX red or MX black stems. Just cream housing. Oh, okay, I see. Cream housing. Huh. Interesting. Would the cream housing make it louder then? I'm kind of curious. Would it make it louder as far as like a bottom out sound goes? Because I mean the housings for cream seem kind of definitely kind of sound a bit louder, kind of clackier when you bottom out on them. And yeah, the long stem and the whatnot too, as well to consider. Alrighty, there we go. Oh, I guess we get some extra switches here. Nice. Just in case. I'll be right back, by the way. I think I drank too much water, so I'm gonna go to the restroom really quick. But yeah, I'll be RB. I'll catch you guys in just a minute. Let's see, where's my BRB screen? I think you guys might like this one. Alright, I'm back. Okay, so... let's get our fan. I'll probably turn on the noise gate for this. What happened? People asking questions for JD. JD, how many Relegendables I buy? Do I buy? You should buy every kit. Probably. I don't know. But I think they are all R1. Yeah, Relegendables don't have a profile, by the way. They're all R1, and at least for Cherry, GMK is gonna be all R1. I believe they do have a profile for maybe DCS, but not for Cherry. Okay. I think the noise gate should be working now, so if it sounds weird, let me know. DCS Solarized Dark Relegendables have row profile. Yeah, so DCS I think do have Relegendables not live on Space Cables. It is live. It is live. Consider using my affiliate link right here. It is a bit muffled? Okay. I would expect it to be muffled, but let me see. I can adjust it a little bit. Is that better? I mean, the fan is pretty loud, so that's probably why. Nice tweeter badge. Oh, yeah. You're the first person to notice it. It's okay, I'm not as sensitive as Nachos. True, Nachos really does not like the noise gate. I mean, it's either that or you just hear the noise, right? So, it's up to you. You can choose to hear the noise if you like. I can certainly turn it off. Anyway, shall we talk about sponsors? Exclamation sponsors has been already been typed in chat, but I will be talking about what's currently available for group buys and other products through the different vendors that sponsor this channel. Again, thank you so much to all these sponsors who support me and my work. First of all, we have Canon Keys right now on Canon Keys. Of course, as usual, in stock we will have... Recently there have been some Bakeneko 60s go in stock on Canon Keys. Of course, we have the Brutally series of keyboards in different layouts. There's TKL at 75%, 65%, 1800, 60%, and so on. And as for group buys, right now we have GMK November Fog, and we also have GMK Villanelle. Both of which come with very cool Hebe keycap collaborations as well. So highly consider checking those out. Right now, you can also order some nice PVT sets as well as Canon cap sets that are in stock. They're PVT cherry profile sets. We also have pre-order GMK sets. So if you missed out on previous group buys, you can actually pre-order sets like Moomin, Pink on Navy, Foundation, Hallyu, British, Racing Green, Fuji, Birch, Peaches and Cream Light, Red Dragon, and so on and so forth. There are a good number of key sets that are currently available for pre-order on canakeys.com. So check those out. Canakeys also sells switches, stabilizers, desk mats, other kinds of accessories that you might need for your switch modding needs. They also have slow springs if you are looking for some new springs to try. They have Gateron Cat V2 switches if you haven't tried those. They're wonderful as well. Yeah. Alright, moving on. We have Kinetic Labs. Check out Kinetic Labs .store/lightning to access the store with my affiliate link. As you know, any purchases made using the affiliate link will provide a small kickback at no cost to you for any purchases made on the website. On Kinetic Labs, we have a lot of desk pads. We have the polycaps, keycaps, again, cherry profile PBT sets at a very affordable price with very good compatibility. There's different colorways like the octopus, the whale, corn, and so on. There is also switches like the huskies or salmons, penguins that recently came back in stock. Then there are other accessories like switch containers or lube, switch openers, switch pullers, films, etc. So check out Kinetic Labs .store/lightning if you would like to purchase any accessories that you may need for your switch modding needs or otherwise. Next up, we have Novelkeys, novelkeys.com. Again, I've mentioned it before, but you can use the promo code BOLT on novelkeys.com for any in-stock product, so you can get 5% off as a discount as a thank you for purchasing with this promo code and for supporting my work. In-stock products, there are a lot. There are switches, stabilizers, desk pads, and also key sets. You can also purchase switches like the NK creams. There's different versions of them. There's silks, a lot of versions of those too. Different colors. There's a new Olivia version silks as well. There's some extras that will be coming up soon in stock. The GMK Mecha 01, SA Jadeite, GMK Hammerhead, and JTK Zen. All of those 4 key sets will be coming as extras on November 22nd. That's going to be next week, November 22nd at 10 AM Eastern Time. We will have GMK Mecha 01, GMK Hammerhead, SA Jadeite, and JTK Zen as extras coming on there on novelties.com, and you can get 5% off for those as well because they're technically in-stock products. As far as in-stock products are concerned, we also have animal pins for Gateron. We don't have the Gateron plushie available yet. There's also big switches that you can purchase from Novelkeys. There's the vinyl Ron figurine as well. There's still leftover Nono the Duck bundles. So you can purchase, if you missed out on Nono the Duck, you can still purchase it on Novelkeys. There is a limited number of available units in stock. And then finally, for any pre-orders, there is the new SA Star Wars license X-Wing keyset. So if you have not checked out the Novelkeys social media, they've posted a lot of photographs of the SA X-Wing keyset, which I think looks pretty cool. It's very nice to see how licensed work through keyword vendors is really flourishing, and it's a gradual process, but we're seeing more and more of it. I'm excited to see what else they might bring to the table, but it's pretty cool to see like licensed products in our community as well, which is great. And yeah, so that's it for Novelkeys. Next up, we have Omnitype. Omnitype.com/lightning. Right now, for group buys, we currently have GMK Dracula Round 2. So if you missed out on GMK Dracula Round 1 a couple of years ago, It's finally come back for round 2 with a variety of base kits, so you can purchase different kinds of base kits. There's the new Git mods, there's still the night mode is still available, the traditional version is still available, and of course, there are a variety of child kits that you can use to accessorize your Dracula purchase. There is, of course, a Hebe cap collaboration with GMK Dracula as well. And on Omnitype, you can also find other accessories. You can find desk pads. I think you can find some leftover mecha bags. And you can also find maybe some SA DualShot kits if they're still in stock. But yeah, still some accessories in stock, and occasionally they'll also restock their Switch and keycap containers. You can purchase over there. Yeah, so that's it for Omnitype, I believe. GMK Classicer just ended, I think last night was the last day for GMK Classicer. So unfortunately, you might have missed out if you're thinking about it now. Might be a little late. I actually did purchase the color accent kit for GMK Classicer. I did not purchase the base kit though. Anyway, next up we have Prime Keyboards. primekb.com/lightning, where you can currently purchase. I think you can still purchase a E-White Meridian Round 2 or a Dark Gray Meridian Round 2 unit. I believe those are still in stock on primekb.com/lightning. You can also purchase other accessories for your PCB modding needs, like Milmax sockets. You can purchase switches like alpacas and silent alpacas, silent T1 switches. There's TTC bluish white and gold pink switches. There's a lot of accessories. It's PrimeKB is also the place where I purchase most of my stabilizers. I purchase Durock V2 stabilizers, whether it's the alpaca version or the smoky black version. I purchase most of my stabilizers there. Highly recommend Durock V2 stabs personally. I know that people are pretty excited for other new alternatives. Ranging from the Owlab stuff or the Stabies or the TX ones. I know that people have been excited about new alternatives, but Durock V2s have still been pretty reliable for me, and so I still purchase my Durock V2 stabs from there. Alright, there are of course other accessories available through Prime Keyboards, such as loop stations and switch pullers, films like Desky's films, and other Desky's products. There's switch openers and all just overall good products for your switch modding and keyboard modding needs. So do consider checking out primekb.com. Alright, next I believe we have Project Keyboard. Project Keyboard right now, I don't think they have any group buys currently active, but they do have pre-orders still active. So they currently have pre-orders, I believe, for Dolchar 5, Noir, Astral Light, Stealth, Bingsu Round 2, and GMK Sumi. I think those are the ones currently available on Project Keyboard, projectkeyboard.com. And so if you missed out on any of those pieces that I literally just mentioned, you can still purchase them, although it is at the retail price, which is a higher price than the group buy price. But if you want to ensure that you get this set when they are ready to ship, this is your opportunity to do so. I believe the Masterpiece set is already sold out, however. Okay, next we have Salvin. I'm using the Outlast stabs on my Mr. Suit, and I gotta say I am underwhelmed. Seems the same as Durock to me. I do think that I personally found them to be okay. Like, they work, right? They work like the Durock stabs. What I did not like about the Owlab stabs was that it was so difficult to clip the wire onto those plastic clips. It was ridiculously tight. Like, to the point where I was actually kind of scared that I was gonna bend the plastic clip because I was applying so much force trying to clip it properly. So that's the one part I was not a fan of for the Owlab stabs, was the clipping process for the wire onto the plastic portion. It was just kind of cumbersome. But other than that, they worked. They worked just like as they should, similar to like Durock stabs and whatnot. I don't need Dolchar 5 Hangul. Yeah. So next up we have Salvin. Check out salvin.com. I think currently we have a few desk pads available for pre-order or in stock. I believe that pre-order, there's a Soul desk pad pre-order available. There's a Calamity Skull and the Olia and the Hamaji pads available in stock. They also have some apparel, such as hoodies, socks, and t-shirts available through salvin.com. You can also purchase Wilbitech PCBs. There's a weird flex version, and there's a graphite version for if you have a keyboard that's supported by them. There is also switches like the reds and navies from AE boards. There's the Auralites and Amethyst from Ash Keybs. And there's Durock stabs if you're looking in Europe and have been looking for a source of stabs. Mr. Salvin does carry some, so do check out salvin.com for those products as well. Do you have any tips for tuning stabilizers? Well, yeah, I mean, there are a lot of guides out there for tuning stabilizers, but I personally would recommend 100%, lube your stabilizers. Whether you decide to use Electric Grease, 205, or XHT-BDZ, for example, it's all your choice. People have different preferences. I personally use Krytox 205 grade 0 for all my lubing for stabilizers. That's pretty much all I used for it. And for me, turns out all right. I like it how it comes, how it can address the issue of rattly stabilizers with just 205. But some people have preferences for XHT-BDZ because it's a more viscous substance. So I would suggest checking out the different tutorials out there. They are pretty informative and they are pretty detailed with close-ups and all that good stuff. Just check it out and see kind of what you think. In general, be patient. I think that's the number one tip I'll give you is like apply less at first and then apply more the more you think you need it. So don't over lube your stabs. Don't put too much lube and then feel like you put it into the socket, like the insert, and then regret that you put too much in and now it's all sticky and it like makes this weird popping sound and whatever, right? Like it can be an issue if you do too much lube on the stabs. So apply less. If it doesn't work, you can always apply more. So start with less and then put more as you go. And then once you get something right, you'll figure out the consistency at which you should be lubing your stabilizers. So yeah, so when you're first starting, I think it's key to kind of get an idea for what works for you. So I think consistency is the most important thing about like stabs or switches too. It's about the stabs should be consistent throughout your entire board. Remember, only you can prevent forest fires. Thank you so much for the 1 year, Christine. How are you? Alright, filter off. But yeah, anyway, finally we have Space Cables, spaceholdings.net. Check out the last sponsor for this stream, Space Cables, where we currently have GMK Hoodie and GMK Re-Legendables Plus. Those are currently active for group buy. We also have other products like cables, of course. Space Cables does cables. They do custom cables matched with a lot of key sets. There is the desk pads I previously mentioned from Salvin, like Soul desk pad, Calamity Skull, Spaceport Retrowave, Minify, the Alex Oto's collaboration desk pads as well, the Bad Seed collaboration, the Hamaji collaboration, etc. And you can find also Lube like 25 grade 0 or XHT-BDZ if you have been looking for a source. Space Cables or spaceholdings.net also has Lube available for your stabilizers and whatnot. And they also have lube stations. So yeah, check out their products. I would highly encourage you to check out Space Cables. I mean, they do amazing work, and they've always been trying to push what they do beyond just cables and into like keyboards and key sets and all kinds of accessories. So I really appreciate them in the scene. All right, so let's see. Is Project Keyboard still working on Kendo? Is that project finally dead? I believe they are. It's still kind of like a pending project. I don't think if they've shelved it. I haven't heard of news for a while, but I did hear about Kendo maybe like within the past year. I don't know about like prototypes and that kind of stuff. I do know it's not a shelved project. So at some point, I think it will happen, the Kendo, which is like a split 60% essentially. Do you recommend me doing PE foam mod or taping the PCB on a KBD67 R2 lightweight JWK yellows? Asked Dax Z. I have not tried either of those, specifically in a KBD67 R2 Lite with J2K yellows, but I would say try one. I think the easier one to try might be the tape mod, I guess. Just be sure to be careful with the tape. If the tape is too strong and then you suddenly remove the tape, your components could fall off because you're basically pulling apart things, right? So just be careful. Try one, see how you like it. If you like it, just leave it at that. If you don't, then you could always switch it up or add, like, you know, you could do the P foam thing. But I would say start with one, then try the next one. But you know, just be careful. Yeah, just be you know, do it slowly, do it carefully. You know, there's no rush. So I would say if you're not sure what's gonna happen, just try it with one and see how it goes. But I think people have done it, so I think there is going to be, like, you can probably find content out there where people have experimented with their KB67 R2 lights. So I highly suggest, you know, googling things up, or, you know, on YouTube or whatever. I'm pretty sure people have done all kinds of mods to their keyboards. Are you also sponsored by Keycap? I know you have undeniable evidence. Unfortunately, I'm not officially sponsored by Keycap, no. Let's see. How many forest fires have been in New York City lately? Does New York City even have forests? Alright. My issue is always that the ticking comes back after a few days when the loop settles. Adding more with a syringe works for another couple of days until the ticking comes back again. So you see, Funzy, the problem with me with the ticking thing is that even with XHT BDZ, I find that problem to be still possible. So I personally think it's easier to work with 205, like as a chemical agent. I think it's just like easier to manipulate kind of substance. So I personally stick to 205, and also have a lot of 205 myself, so I kind of want to use it. But that said, like, I think even with BDZ, it still does happen in eventually, you know. So I think like it's like a problem that it's just a design problem, like it's like a stab problem. Like stabs just do that, you know, like you move the parts in the stab and things on top of the parts of the stab are going to eventually displace and move, and yeah, the ticking might come back and it sucks. But that said, I think it just happens with any kind of substance that you use, whether it's BDZ or 205. Maybe it happens less with BDZ and some people have better experience with it, but I personally have been using 205 with success, and I've just decided to stick with it because it's just easier for me to use. But that said, I mean, I could consider going back to BDZ again and trying it out, though I personally just prefer 205 because it's just less messy, actually. Some people would argue the other way around, but I mean, that's preference, I think. I tried doing the P foam mod, but when I put it, the switches wouldn't go fully in, and I had problems with that. Probably because the foam was too thick, right? Yes, probably because the foam was too thick. I spent over an hour balancing a wire. Okay, so balancing wires, in my opinion, is probably the hardest thing you can do to a stab. You know why? Because you think that thing is straight, but the smallest amount of bend is gonna make the difference, right? So the more you try to fiddle around with a wire, the more likely you're gonna end up bending it. So I actually don't bother with balancing wires at all. If the wire is bent at all, toss it in the trash. Get a new stab. Just buy more stabs and just have a few around just in case. You know, they're like $2 extra or whatever, right? For each stab. Just have a few around. If they're bad, just toss it out. Try a new one. I personally just do that because it's easier. I would rather do that than spend 20 minutes to an hour finagling around with this piece of metal that is not likely to bend back into the shape I want. Why waste that amount of time when I can just spend $2 and just get a new one and hope that it works? And if it doesn't, well, then all stabs kind of suck, which they kind of do. But it's just a design problem at that point. Do you know a source to create plate files if the creator didn't release them? Depends on the keyboard. But if you would probably want to learn how to CAD things, or like how to draw things, yeah. A source though, like, I mean, you could use like AIO3's plate generator, but that's not gonna give you an all, like, it's not gonna solve all your problems. Is it TKL a duckboard? No, it's the vertex angle. Rensnick. Then they know enthusiasts will get annoyed 40 years after they invented it. Oh yeah, they totally have clairvoyance and knew that enthusiasts would be so pissed about stabilizers not working out the way they want it. Enthusiasts want it, you know, 40 years in the future, and of course Cherry does not give a shit, and you know, obviously will never give a shit about it. So yeah, best of luck. Alrighty. Let's see. So, hex screws. You need to measure the original file, sadly. Yeah. So, reverse engineering plates requires a bit of skill for sure. I mean, I would recommend just also having like a pair of calipers and whatnot if you're really gonna do it seriously. But yeah, like you do definitely need to have some basic math knowledge and just measure things out and try to replicate as best as you can, and then you have to test it out, so you probably want to prototype that. But yeah, sometimes like designers are not obligated to release plate files. I think that's something that I should make clear. It's not designers' obligation to release plate files. They own their own creations, and it's up to them whether to release it or not. It's not a dick move essentially to not release plate files, in my opinion. Because yeah, they own it, so it's up to them. And people should not feel entitled to it. I think it's just they're being nice if they do share. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, where's my hardware here? Trying to get a PC Bauer 2 plate. I see, so there are no plate files for Bauer 2, huh? Didn't know that. Just bend the wire straight? Yeah, it's just impossible to do that stuff, I think. I love gummy O-ring boards. I'm excited to hear this one. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. So these are Gateron Silent Inks, which is rather intriguing as well. I haven't done a silent switch build in a little while, so I can't say I'm a big fan of them myself, but some people do need them for work or other reasons, so I understand. When my brass Kei arrived, the weight kind of shocked me. Oh yeah, it's so heavy, right? It's crazy heavy. Like, I built a Kei SE before, the one with the stainless, polished stainless, right? That one's heavy too. I mean, it should be about the same weight, I think. Even if you had the plate files, it's really hard to get PC plates because they need to be CNC'd rather than laser cut. This is indeed true. That is also true. Alright, so let's get this 90A O-ring on here. So, question chat. Should we use the Seion sheet, the piece of foam that goes on the bottom of the case? People say, I've definitely heard people saying like, oh yeah, like with brass or stainless steel bottoms, I would use the foam because it fills the space and it prevents kind of hollowness. So, some people say use it. Some people say, oh, let's go full damp. Actually, for a silent switch build, I see a good reason to use it for sure. Alright, let's try it out. Why not? So let's do that. And then, okay, so this part here, I need a spudger. Do it. All right. All this complaining about cherry staffs tells me y'all had never had to deal with coaster staffs. Cherry design is a godsend compared to that. I mean, it is convenient, yeah, for replacing caps. But that said, coaster staffs actually work pretty nicely. It is inconvenient to remove keycaps though, and putting them on and that kind of stuff. That is true. Don't disagree with that at all. Alright. There is the O-ring, so you want to just tuck in the O-ring in the little pockets there. I just use a plastic spudger to do so. And you just plug in your JST connector and then place your thing in the case. Now, as someone mentioned, you do want to make sure that the cable sits in the channel of the case. So I'm just gonna make sure it's tucked in as much as I can. Have it tucked in, and then it should just place right over. And I guess I should notice some amount of stiffness if it didn't really go through. It looks like the cable did get stuck in there between, so I'm just gonna double check. Maybe I'll use this spudger to just finagle it around. Oops. Ah! Oh, it fell off. Oopsie. You know, this is the time when I'm thinking I should just use a little piece of tape to put the JST connector cable, the daughterboard cable, fixed to the bottom, so it stays in the channel instead of coming off. So. Yeah, sometimes the Kei can be a little bit cumbersome because of this process where the O-ring can come off a little bit, because you're trying to put it into the case and then you just kind of shake it or something. Can be a little cumbersome. It's actually not bad at all. It's pretty simple. It's not the end of the world. I've definitely seen. I feel like it's actually kind of. I feel like I find manual gasket applications onto cases a lot more cumbersome than this. So, yeah. Silent Black Inks, I'ma cry. The man who invented smoothies just died. He'll be buried Friday. Nice pun. What's up, Zach? How you doing? We gonna get the K-shake after this? We could try, yeah. Prove that it's not a problem. Cable is definitely somewhere stuck on there. Okay, time to bring out a little bit of tape. Make my life easy. Why complicate my life when I can just get this done in one shot? Literally, you just need a single strip here. My school test is 4 days before Christmas. Damn, 4 days. That sounds annoying, but that said, I kind of, yeah, and not uncommon, I guess, to have tests before Christmas. There we go. I think that worked nicely now. All right. All right. That's a lot of tape. It's not too much. It's just one roll of gaffer's tape. Okay. I think it's right, but hopefully. Gaff tape. It would be cool to have actual gaff tape. My last exam is 15, so pretty decent break. Oh, that is nice actually. This does not look flush to me. Okay, hold up. I don't think that tape actually did the job. So give me 1 sec. Young homie, hello. How are you doing? Good to see you. My friend has exams usually after the winter break so they can spend their whole break studying. Oh, that's the worst. That's actually the worst kind of exam structure, is to have the exams after the break, because it literally ruins the break. It just straight up ruins the break. Really don't like how small the screws are. I do personally agree with that too. I do think the Kei top screws here are super small, very prone to stripping. Not a fan for sure. Yeah, so. Okay. Oh, okay. I think that actually fit perfectly this time. Perfect. Quote unquote break. Work has been a bit crazy. Me too, actually. As I'm not sure if you've noticed, but this is the first time I'm streaming in like a week. And I think that streams are definitely gonna be. They can be a bit more sporadic than now. I'm not sure though. I'm trying to keep it up, but. It's a struggle bus for sure. Have you tried box black inks? No. I have not tried box black inks. I have tried box blacks, but not box black inks. No. I wonder how they are. I wonder what box switches are like these days. Certainly have not tried a lot of box switches anymore. For years now, pretty much. I mean, I've tried like some of those Gateron. What was that we tried on the Exent one time? That was actually kind of nice. Pretty smooth switches. Had like that box-like structure to them. All right, so I believe Miss Peach has claimed DCS Delftware for this keyboard, I believe. So let's try that out. Apparently still cherry housing, just box them. Oh, okay. Oh, well. I assume you mean Gateron housing, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I know what you mean. So they're not like the same kind of box-like mechanism. It's almost like, okay, there it is. They have been marketed as Gat Ink V3. I see. Have not tried it myself, but that's interesting. Those new blanks you got kind of fit this? Wait, which ones? Oh, the peepo finger. Oh, true. That's a good one. Actually, yeah, actually you could do that. Oh, yeah, you're right. You right. We could put them on each side. Oh, it's an extra B. Cool. Whoop. Those caps sound thin? Yeah, DCS is generally thin. It's like, I think it's 1 millimeter. I forgot. Should be right, yeah. I think it's 1 millimeter over instead of 1.5. That's the like GMK is 1.5. There it is. Just curious, what are your opinions on the Cruel World CW60? So I actually did have the chance to see the Cruel World 80 at a local meetup that happened many months ago. It was the prototypes for them, and I just like got to take a quick look at them and just to try it out. It's a pretty nice board. I personally am kind of about it, to be frank with you, because it does assimilate elements from two other keyboards that for me kind of just feels like not as original as far as the idea. Like I feel like it could have been a creative kind of outlet and a board that would look more unique than what it does. So that's my only qualm about it. The board itself was pretty nice, though. It's the CW80. I know that Mr. Alex Oto's recently built a CW80, a Cruel World 80, and he liked it. So I assume the 60% is similar to it, just like smaller form factor. So yeah, I personally just find the design side of it kind of like you know, not so inspiring. But that said, like, I think the people who have tried it have said good things about the boards. So, you know, I think you could probably make a choice based on that, or just if you like the look of it, right? So, yeah. At least, just generally speaking. I mean, there's only so much you can do, like, as for research, right? Like, you can hear what, like, people like us, content creators, can say a bit about it, but, like, I haven't really tried, like, it extensively, so can't give you, like, a much more informed opinion about it beyond the little, like, the 5 minutes that I tried, you know, so, yeah. And it was not even the same board that you're asking about, so. Missing control key? Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Alright, shall we give this a shot? Alright. Oh, look how nice that looks. That looks really good with the silver, huh? Oh, Sinvek, 2 months already. Where does the time go? Love supporting your content. Thanks for all the hard work. Oh, Sinvek, how kind of you. Thank you so much for the kind words. Really, really appreciate it. Alright guys, check this out. Boom! One button. PogChamp. Alright. Oh, that looks good. That looks nice. Alright. Let's pause this for a sec. Okay, so I'm not sure what the volume of the mic is like right now. Oh, for those of you who have not seen, I did get a new interface for my mic. I got one of these cute little boys. So I actually don't know what input gain right now, if the setting is the right setting for y'all to hear. So if you guys think that it is just really off as far as the sound, do let me know. I would love to hear feedback. Of course, it doesn't help that this is a silent build, so it's going to be quiet by nature, but yeah, just a heads up if you feel like it's off somehow. Okay, all right, thank you. All right, let's try it out. Yo, Jeff Leopard, hello, how are you? Nice, fuck yous, thank you, thank you. The arrow alignment on the mods looks nice. Yeah, it's pretty nice. All right, let's give it a shot. Let's see, where's my typing test here? And okay, let me just, I need to hear this myself. So, all right. Off. All right, let's give it a shot. All right, friends, here we go. So today we have Gateron silent black inks. Actually, they're not silent. They're not just regular black ink. Gateron switches. These are silent switches. They're linears, lubed with 2.5 grade 0. They seem to have been lubed fairly lightly, so it shouldn't be completely dead quiet. I would think I'm expecting it not being completely quiet, but relatively muted for sure. And we have DCS Delftware, which is one of the first here PBT dice up sets in recent times in DCS form, and it came out beautiful. And we're going to be trying it for the first time. They're thinner because these are DCS caps, and a lot of DCS caps are about 1 millimeter thick for cap thickness, which is thinner than your usual GMK or cherry profile, which is normally 1.5. But yeah, we have a brass plate with a brass bottom K and with an aluminum top in silver. All right, here we go. Oh wait. Like face spacing out here. Ah! I'm like, hold up. Split backspace threw me off. Lack of sleep is striking at ya? Yeah, maybe. But certainly sounds like silent switches. So didn't expect much there myself. So it definitely sounds pretty quiet. I think we could maybe try the DCS on the angle, which has right now has CRP. We could compare those two if we want it. But yeah, I mean, this certainly sounds like a silent. Like water boiling, yeah, that's people have said that. It's like water boiling, or kind of like small bubbles popping in the background in a muffled way. Yeah, kind of a strange, it's a bit strange kind of sound. Anyway, here are the mods if you want to hear. Like pasta boiling. Good office board. Yeah, I do agree with that. But it looks very nice, that's for sure. How flexible is it compared to other gummy O-ring boards? I mean, the K is overall pretty flexible. Of course, this right now has a brass plate, so pretty stiff. Also, it's using the stiffer O-ring. It's using the 98, the 98 O-ring instead of the 30A. I'm sure that if we use the 30A, it would be a little bit like significantly softer. Probably might push down a lot given the weight of the brass plate and whatnot, the assembly. But yeah, I would say like it's pretty, like it's definitely softer, but it's stiff because of the brass plate right now. Yeah, I think the brass plate's doing a lot of like contributing a lot to the stiffness. But it's not like really flexible right now. But the Kei, the Kei that I have is built with, I think I have a half alu or half poly, I forget, and that one's really flexible. So very different. Like, I think actually I can bring my own other Kei. So my other Kei, like my own Kei, is a bit different from this. So. So here is my Kei. I believe this one is built with, I forget what did I put in this. These are, I think these were, I think these are Telios with Gateron milky tops. But this one basically sounds a lot different. Yeah, so this is a round 1 silver Kei with blue bottom, but pretty nice in HKB. And this is a round 2 with brass bottom. So brass, blue. So yeah. Yep. The blue looks nice. Yeah, I do agree. And as far as the weight of the board is very different. This is so light compared to this guy. Actually, we can compare the two. So if we compare the two, let's see. So all right, so this one weighs 5 pounds and 11.5 ounces, which is going to be 2.6 kilograms essentially. 2.6 kilograms versus 1.2 kilograms essentially. So it weighs over double the aluminum one. So this is full aluminum. That's with the brass bottom and brass plate. I believe this one does have a, yeah, so I'm using a polycarb. Polycarb, is it a half plate? Yeah, this is a polycarb half plate. So this is the opposite of it. So polycarb half with all aluminum, it's 1.2 kilograms. And then brass plate with brass bottom is 2.6 kilograms essentially. So yeah, quite heavy. But yeah, that's kind of the comparison between the two. I guess my Kei here, the first round one, the silver looks a little darker than the round 2 one, but it's not it's not too bad. I like the difference. I mean, I like this color anyway. Either way is fine. Yeah, maybe a little more grayish than the silver one up here. But yeah. So can you test the main keyboard for a sec so we can check gain levels? Oh yeah, sure. Okay, so like if you want to hear the, this one is the vertex. This is the vertex angle. You know, I'll just like type some gibberish. So yeah, that's what this one sounds like. Very clacky, right? Super clacky sound. I actually really like it. It's very high pitched, but it's like pretty lovely. Has a bit of that like typical Cherry MX sort of like sandy sort of like sound to it. It really comes off in the up arrow here. This up arrow sound. Oh, I love that. I do like how the nav cluster sounds. This backspace, very clacky. Yeah. What are the best affordable switches? Gateron yellows with milky tops, probably. I think those are probably the most affordable and nicest switches as far as bang for the buck is concerned. Okay, well, it's good that the levels are good on this. Especially with the new molds. Oh, there's new molds too, yeah. And then there's like the new Gateron X or whatever. I mean, which is great that they're coming with better stuff at competitive prices. So yeah. Anyway, so here one more time with the silence here. So again, just to give it a quick comparison, right? Anyway, silent switches definitely much quieter. So weirdly enough, those silent switches sound mostly like springs, which is pretty much how silent switches sound all the time, for me at least. To me, this sounds like a silent switch. They almost always sound kind of crunchy and not something I particularly like. Do I have a YouTube? Yes! Exclamation socials should here. There you go. There's my YouTube channel over there. 100% recommend Milky Tops. I love them after using them for a couple of months now. Yeah, I personally recommend them too. So, yeah. But yeah, we have two gorgeous Keis here. One in brass, one in blue for the bottoms. And yeah, this will be a nice office board for the owner of this board. This will be a very nice office board for sure. I think the quietness is pretty good for an office setting. And the brass looks really nice against the silver too. So yeah. Sorry about tapping here. Okay. So I guess let's just show off the board a bit. So here is our Kei round 2 in silver and brass and with keyless top. Absolutely gorgeous with DCS Delftware in my opinion. Nice tone of kind of royal blue on white. I think I'm a big fan of this set, to be honest. Really like what this looks like. Those when keyless blockers are looking good. Yeah, they are looking very nice. And here is the side profile. That is PBT, right? Yes, DCS, PBT, DCS here. Yeah. The wind keyless, that looks right. Yeah. There's the back. Oh yeah. Chu did have a good point. I do think that the USB-C cutout on the Kei looks really nice. On this particular board, just looks really clean. And then there's the front. There's the front of the Kei. Looks really nice against. Yeah, DCS profile looks really nice and clean. Actually, I think the shift is not all the way down. There we go. Yeah, looks really good. But again, here it is. Yep. All right, so. Do people have any questions for me? Or anything that you want me to talk about, show, answer? Be my guest. I really like that font. Oh yeah, on the Delftware. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, no, it looks really nice. I mean, what I really do dig about this right now is that alignment's perfect. Crispness, basically the weight of the legends is pretty consistent. Definitely you could nitpick here and there, but for what it's worth, it's really good. Yeah. TX tabs delayed. Oh, I've heard good things about them, but people seem to be excited about the TX tabs. They're supposed to be like clip-ins, right? I wonder what the sub-alpha images mean, or what they connect to. I thought it had to do with like pottery, like porcelain stuff. So like if you just look up DCS Delftware, DCS Delftware IC, like right there, it's a set based on old porcelain work, and painted by hand. The font and sub-legends have all been chosen in order to make a set that looks refined but a little bit imperfect. So it's right there. So it's written on the IC page. Googling. Will give you the answer. Look, right there. So, based on porcelain art. Right here. I picked the theme because porcelain stuff is really cool if you think about the effort that goes into making it, and because blue and white are super awesome colors and which look great together. So. The only downside of this set is the 6U is unusable because SP6U spacebar uses a 5U stab wire. Oh, so they're like further inside, I see. Oh, I see. That's a bummer for sure for any 6U users. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Anyway, but yeah, pretty nice set though. I'm pretty happy about this. I did not buy the numpad kit. Maybe I might consider picking one up at some point. Novelties kit looks nice and all, but I do just enjoy the look of the regular modifiers against these busy looking alphas. I think the base kit is more than enough as far as decorating the set. And yeah, some desk mats, Rama keycaps, backband. Yeah. Thoughts on PBT Bayan? PBT Bayan. EPBT symbol Bayan? Let's see. EPBT symbol Bayan. What is it based on? Some sub-legend set. Icon mods. The alignment looks kind of odd on this render, but maybe it's just a render. Is it a photo or is it a render? Might be a render. But I mean, if you like the sub-legend set, why not? I'm personally kind of I don't really care for the sub-legends. I don't really know where it's from, so I think I can't really tell. It's like, yeah, it's alright. The contrast seems okay on the set. It's like black, white and like grayish against this sort of brownish gray sort of tone. Looks okay. Yeah, maybe not for me, but looks alright. Looks kind of cute. Tagalog? Oh, it's Tagalog. I see. Didn't know. I didn't know that's what Tagalog looked like. Very cool. Very cool. I wonder if my Pinoy friends would want to buy it if they saw it. I'm sure there are some people who would be interested. My friend didn't know about the stab issue until the set had been shipped. Ah, that's unfortunate. Huh, that's Tagalog? Apparently that's Tagalog. Yeah. Have you gone to try any of the new Gaterons like the CJs or Boxings? No, Geister, I haven't. Haven't been sent any and haven't bought any myself yet. I just have a lot of switches that I don't want to buy any switches right now because I might end up, just accumulating a ton. But I think at some point I would like to try them, yeah. Like the CJs and the other stuff that people have been talking good things about. Yeah, I saw Alex talk about the CJs because he used them in the Vertex build, I think. And Boxings I have not seen much about because I just didn't really research them. But yeah. Baybayin is an older Filipino script used more prevalently pre-Spanish. Ah, okay, I see. Can you have a look at GMK Feng Lisu, aka Pineapple Cookies? GMK Feng Lisu. Let's see. GMK Feng Lisu draws inspiration from a pre-pandemic excursion. I'm just gonna switch to Chrome. Okay, from an excursion, pre-pandemic excursion to Taiwan, where we were enraptured by arguably the most most widely recognized dessert, the Taiwanese apple cake. It's very yummy. I've tried it before. In Hokkien dialect, pineapple is a homophone for the phrase "prosperity come." A symbol of good fortune, blah blah. Okay. Oh, I like the contrast on this set. Oh, I don't like that control key, but other than that, 40s in base it looks like. 2U, kind of extra for sure. So some extra keys that I personally don't care for, but I mean, whatever, I guess. I guess I'm kind of curious on what the pricing is looking like. Kangji Sub-Legend Alphas kit. Cool. Cute. I think it looks pretty cute. I think if I were looking for like a yellow set, yeah, this is a pretty nice tone of yellow, I think, with a good amount of contrast, and looks pretty clean. I mean, it's like a the novelties are super adorable here. Okay, I think these are super cute. Yeah, these are nice. These are very nice novelties too. Spacebar kit looks good. 3U, nice. RAL 2000 is the accents. RAL 1017 is the mods, and then stock colors. Yo, GMK CP for the alphas. So you could actually I guess mix it up with something else, because CP is a stock color, and there's a lot of other CP alpha stuff out there. Comparison with GMK Serica Honey Greg. Okay. So I have Serica. I do have Greg coming in at some point, and yeah, it looks nice. Looks very cute. I'm actually not huge into GMK Honey. The contrast is just too low for me to enjoy. But Feng Lisu looks really nice. Yeah, no, very cute. I actually do have a bit of a peeve against renders that basically match the board color against the keycaps. It's basically kind of unrealistic. Like, there is no TGR Alice that looks like this, first of all. So personally, I'm just like, I mean, cool, but let's be real, there is no TGR Alice that looks like this yellow, so meh on renders that are matched to the keycap colors. I mean, like the board renders that match the keycap colors. I think this is better because it's more realistic. You know what polycarb looks like in real life. You know what brass looks like in real life. That's nice. Yeah, I think this is much more realistic. But yeah, just a peeve, minor peeve about rendering. Like rendering stuff in non-existent boards. Yeah, I think it's just kind of like what's the point of looking at this if I know I'm not gonna get anything like that at all? And like even if it were possible, like it's just a lot of work. Valid supply. Okay. Apex keyboards, Candy keys, prototype is swag keys. A lot of vendors now. A lot of vendors. When are they running this? Update with more board renders, finalize deathmat designs, and some more collabs. Cool. Very cute set. Definitely a set that if you're looking to something yellow, totally worth checking out. I think it looks very cute. Contrast is pretty good. I think the colors are nice. The accents are actually pretty nice, pretty cute as well. I'm not sure about the choice for the legends on the accents, but whatever. They're just accents, so you could just not use them as well. Do you like boba U4 switches? Yes, I do. I've tried the tactile switches, the non-silent ones, and I've also tried the silent ones, but the silent ones are actually pretty nice too. I personally don't like use silent switches in general, so I can't say like, oh, I would use them. But people who have used boba U4s are big fans of them. So I would recommend them. They're pretty nice switches. Top left mod legend alignment. Yeah. Hope it comes with the smell of butter and pineapple jam. Yo, I would love some pineapple cake or pineapple bread right now. Sounds so yummy. Anyway, no, nice set. I think this is definitely a set that you could look out for if you're into something in the realm of yellow. Alright, let's see. I guess that's all that people have requested. Hey, Ninewalker, how you doing, buddy? We just built this up. It's DCS Delftware on this. This is a silent build. Missed the build? Oh, it's a silent switch build, so you can't expect too much from the sound because it is quiet. And silent switches are kind of, you know, I personally don't dig them too much, but some people do like them for the office and otherwise. But yeah, looks great though. Like DCS Delftware looking super nice on this very bright silver. Where's Mason to ask me what kind of silver it is? I have major regrets of not joining Delftware. I hope you can get Delftware as extras or something, hopefully. Or hopefully pick it up on the aftermarket. It's a very nice set though, for sure. I think it just came out really nice. I mean, I personally was at first kind of iffy about this really wide looking shift and like caps lock legend and whatnot, but now that I'm looking at it, it's okay. It's just an icon mod, and I know it's centered and all that, but I think in DCS it just looks a little different and kind of balances out with the busy alphas here, so it's okay. I can live with it. But I do know that on GMK the size of the, like the way that the centered mods look, centered icon mods look on GMK specifically, it's not my ultimate preference, but yeah. Okay, so shall we look for someone to raid? Let's do that. So let's see. Oh, arrows. Let's see who's currently streaming is the question. I haven't raided in a bit. Alex is streaming. Alex has raided me several times. I would love to raid back. So Alex is someone that I'm highly considering to raid right now. Straight Chroma is also streaming. She's been streaming for 5 hours, building a custom Bower 2. And looking into Pantheon Labs Olympian Deathmat unboxing. Oh, okay, I see. Mr. Teha Types, the Teha Typer, Holy Clacker Thacker himself. Satisfaction 75 V2 build. Nice. Shinchin Wang doing some WoW stuff. Halloween boards. Very nice fellow. He's actually local. I've met him once before. Also, Mechs on Deck about to start with basic builds as a guest. So if you would like to go check out Mechs on Deck, we can also do that. So who do you feel like raiding today? When keyless full right shift is Poner's? That's a nice guess. But I know that Poner would not use silent switches, so probably not. Alex, since he's raided you so many times, I agree. Yeah, let's go raid Alex. I really owe it to him, and he's a super nice guy, right? We love Alex here. Everyone loves Alex, we know that. Alright, let's go raid Mr. Alex. What shall we tell him? Okay, Meowgo. Raid. Meowgo, hi. Let's see. Lightning raid. We love Alex Otos. And you know everybody does. Meowgo raid. Oops. Did I? Oh no, okay, there. Alright, that's our raid message for tonight. Again, thank you for coming by, guys. I do have a few things to say. Let's see. So we next build is gonna be a very special build. I'm going to be building a Bower 2, but it has been customized. So it'll be a custom Bower 2 build with very unique features. It went through basically it's a commission Bower 2 that came to me as a build, and so I'll be happy to show that to y'all. But hopefully you can come around to see it. But yeah, hopefully later this week, if not on the weekend. But yeah, I'm hoping I can stream more, but I've been keeping very busy. So anyway, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care and have a good one. See you later, everyone. Have a good week.